Is your diesel engine struggling to start on cold mornings or blowing excessive black smoke? You might be dealing with trouble code P066B. This code points directly to a high voltage issue in the glow plug control circuit for cylinder number 1. Unlike gasoline engines that use spark plugs, your diesel relies on high compression and heat to get those pistons moving. That is where the glow plug comes in. It heats up the cylinder to ensure ignition happens smoothly. When the powertrain control module, or PCM, detects that the voltage in the cylinder, one circuit, is higher than it should be, it triggers this code. This is not something you want to ignore because it can lead to drivability issues, reduced fuel efficiency, and even engine misfires. To fix this, you are going to need a digital volt-ohm meter and a diagnostic scanner. First, locate cylinder number 1 based on your specific engine layout. Check the wiring and connectors for any signs of damage or loose connections. A pro tip that you won't always find in the manual is to physically remove the glow plug and apply battery voltage to it. If it glows bright red, it is working. If it stays dark, it is dead and needs replacing. However, be extremely careful not to burn yourself or start a fire during this test. If the plug works, use your meter to check for voltage at the connector while the timer is active. If there is no power, you might be looking at a blown fuse, a bad relay, or a defective glow plug module. Do not get tricked into thinking it can't be the plug just because the code says circuit high. A failing plug can mess with the resistance and fool the computer. If you have gone through the wiring, tested the plug, and checked the fuses but the code persists, it might be an intermittent electrical gremlin or a failing computer. At which point it is best to see a professional mechanic before you start throwing expensive parts at it.